automatically feel like you've got your life together. It is automatically going to set up the day ahead because you've shown up for yourself first thing. Have been doing for quite a long time, and it is something that was inspired by a book that I was reading a couple of years ago called The 5 a.m. Club. Ways in which you can do it too, and examples in which you can do it and how you could do it. So basically, mind, body, soul. Unless you are a brain surgeon and unless you are performing heart surgery, your work tasks, your emails, your DMs, and your comments, they can actually wait because they will be there once you've finished showing up for yourself. Hello and welcome to another episode of the In Her Power podcast. Hope you guys are doing so well, and if you're listening to us in real time, happy Monday. Today's episode is going to be short, sharp, straight to the point. I have a quick pep talk that I want to share with you today, and if you are someone that's having a little bit of a bad day, or you had a bad day today and you want to make tomorrow a better day, or you just want to learn a little bit how to make every day the best day of your life so far, I have a 3-step feel-good formula that I want to share with you, and this is something that I have been doing for quite a long time, and it is something that was inspired by a book that I was reading a couple of years ago called The 5 a.m. Club. Now, within this 5 a.m. Club, the author talks about how upon waking up every single day, you should cater to your heart set, your mindset, your soul set, and I'm pretty sure there's one other that I'm forgetting. But basically, he talks about how if you want to be focused, have a really good day, ensure that you show up for yourself so that you can show up for others, you must first show up for you in those different categories. And I have applied that for years now, and I really have taken inspiration from that book. But to simplify it and to make it sound a little bit more fun, I've called it the feel-good formula. Every single morning, I wake up and do this feel-good formula, these 3 things, and I want to give you ways in which you can do it too, and examples in which you can do it and how you could do it. So basically, mind, body, soul. Super straightforward. That is your 3-step formula, your feel-good formula. Let's kick it off with what I do first and foremost when I wake up, and I spoke about this a little bit in our previous episode. I do the physical. So this is a physical win for me, and it's by catering to my body. So the first thing that I do every single morning is I wake up and I go for a walk with my dogs. And if it's a morning where, it's raining, or maybe Zach is working super early so he can't come for a walk with us, I then change that morning walk until the afternoon, but I will still do a gym session in the morning. I will always move first thing in the morning. So in case you needed the reminder, movement actually is medicine. When you move, even if it is a stretch, even if it is a walk, even if it is a gym session, you are going to feel incredible for it. Your mind is going to clear up as a byproduct of that. I'm talking endorphins, I'm talking a dopamine hit, I'm talking the feel-good chemicals are going to happen in the brain. There's a little chemical reaction, as we know, when we do our movement, we do our exercise, it makes us feel so much better. And so doing that first thing in the morning is going to automatically feel like you've got your life together. It is automatically going to set up the day ahead because you've shown up for yourself first thing. I do want to preface this feel-good formula does not need to be done in order, so you don't have to get up and move straight away. Maybe you want to do your mental first. That's going to be your mental win. Or maybe you want to do your soul win or your soul element first. Whatever works best for you, you do that, but cater to these 3 things first. Have your physical win, your mental win, and your soul win. So for my physical win, or catering to my body first thing, is my walk or my gym session. For example, again, spoke about this really briefly. Walk, gym session, stretch, yoga, Pilates, whatever way you love to move your body most first thing in the morning, do that. Next, your mind or your mental win first thing in the morning. We all know by now that if you wake up anxious, if you wake up with a really messy head, you had a bad sleep, you had a bad night, majority of the time, your morning, which we know then leans into midday, which then leans into afternoon, which basically makes up the entire day, is going to be a resemblance of how we are feeling in the morning. So again, our day is going to resemble the way we feel first thing, unless you are able to pull yourself out of that. You have the mindset practices, you have the mindset shifts available to you to change that. But the way that we can show up for ourselves in this regard within your mental win is to show up for your mental health, your brain in some capacity. Let's think about any mental or mindset shifts that we can make that clears your mind and gives you direction. It could be writing your to-do list. It could be reading 10 pages of your favorite book. It could be listening to a podcast that expands your mind, or you're listening to a creator or an influencer or a YouTube channel even that really pulls you back into gear, that really brings the vision as to what you want or what you're working towards front of mind again. So for myself, I always listen to a podcast while I'm cooking my breakfast in the morning. Almost always is either an audiobook or a podcast. I'm loving my business podcasts at the moment because I'm learning something new or learning about something I want to know about. But also a lot of the time, the people that I'm learning from are my expanders. So they are evidence to me of what is achievable and what a human is capable of within the business space. So this can be whatever makes you feel more aligned, more clear, gives you more direction within the mental capacity. So this could be learning something new, but it could also be clearing the mind for the day ahead. And now for the final part to the feel good formula, and again, in no order, is your soul, your spirit. This is going to be your soul win. So this could be your meditation. This could be your journaling. This could be going down to the beach or the park or whatever and watching the sunrise. It could be calling someone you love, your mum, your nana, whoever it is, and speaking to them and getting those spirits lifted by speaking to someone you know and love and that you just have the best time with. It could be, leaving your phone at home while you go for a walk. It could be doing your favorite hobby before you clock on for work for the day. I know a friend of mine, she's currently learning how to knit, and that's actually what she's doing instead of picking up the phone and using social media. She's teaching herself how to knit, which I love. That is also filling up your soul cup. That is having a soul win first thing in the morning, and that is the third element to the feel good formula. For myself, if you follow me over on Instagram predominantly, I post a lot of stories. You guys know my morning routine by now. It is always movement. It is always coming home to then do my soul work, my spirit work, my mindset work, which is meditation and journaling. Then I will go cook my breakfast and I will listen to an audiobook or a podcast while I cook my breakfast, and then I start my work for the day. So can you see I have shown up in the three elements of that feel good formula? This is how you're going to have the best day every day, because you know what you're doing. You're actually showing up for you before you check the emails, before you check social media, before you get back into your comments or your DMs, before you sign on for work, before you do anything work related. You are showing up for arguably the three most important parts of what makes you up. What I used to struggle with a lot, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm feeling really called to say this. Unless you are a brain surgeon and unless you are performing heart surgery, your work tasks, your emails, your Slack channels, DMs, and your comments, they can actually wait because they will be there once you've finished showing up for yourself. I struggled with this for far too long. A lot of corporate conditioning that, to be completely honest with you, I'm still unlearning. I am a better human, a better worker. I am a better businesswoman. I am a better podcaster. I'm a better creator once I can start my day knowing I've shown up for my mind, my body, and my soul. And the same goes for you. I remember back in the corporate days, I would get so hung up that I didn't respond to someone's email or I didn't respond to someone's Microsoft Teams message. It'll actually be there once you're ready to come back into work. They're not going anywhere. The workload's not going anywhere, but your time, your health is. So cater to that first, because that is the most important, not the Slack channel, not Microsoft Teams, not Outlook. Anyway, short, sharp, straight to the point episode for you today. Come back to this if you need this reminder, especially that final part. If you're feeling pressure to, start work early and cut corners within your morning routine or answer back to that email, oh, just do this before I go for my morning walk. No, you won't. You'll actually do it after you've shown up for you. You are the priority. And without you showing up at 110% capacity, the job's not done well anyway. So show up for you first. Anyway, as always, thank you so much. I love you so much. I'll see you in my next episode.